Well, back again. Here we are. And yes, you can quite clearly see the MCC, which is the Milan Cricket Club, with the St George's Cross and the Sforza Snake, and the MCCC, which is the Monte Carlo Cricket Club. Monte Carlo Cricket Club. So you can actually wear, as you can see, two ties in one. It's a little, shall we say, not extraordinary, but a little unusual. And here I would like to show you the array of ties that we have. And here we start with all the tartan ties. We have here the Royal Stuart, which, as you all know, you can wear. This one with the red. All the others come from different clans, and if you belong to that clan, you can wear it. This is an old college tie. This is from a distillery. I believe it's Glenfiddich Distillery. And away we go with all the various regimental ties. And of course, you've got you can talk about the various battalions and the regiments. Here you have the Sursum Corda, the East India College tie. This particular one here. Here we have the Winged Hearts, which you can all see very clearly. This was the Monte Carlo Yacht Club. And on it goes to, again, the East India College and the Unicorn and the Lion, and on through the regiments. Here you've got the Queen's Battalion, the Queen's Guards, the Queen, the Lightning Brigade, and so goes it, all through the various different arrays of those few ties which I have, and I'm very proud to possess. And over the years, of course, I've collected, and I have to say that it's always a pleasure to wear them. And of course, these days now, less and less we wear them. And excuse me just one moment, because I'm actually looking for somewhere safe to sit down quietly. I will confess that there are also 17 different ways of actually tying a tie. We're not talking bow ties, which are quite different. You can, of course, tie a bow tie, but the various ways of tying a tie, you start with the 4-in-hand knot, the half Windsor knot, the full Windsor knot, the Nicky knot, the bow tie knot, the Kelvin knot, the Pratt knot, the St Andrew knot, the Balthus knot, the Hanover knot, the Pittsburgh knot, the Grantchester knot, the Victoria knot, the Cafe knot. I wonder what that originated from. Probably a little like the Lloyd's building, which all started as a coffee house. Can you believe it? And then we go on to the last three, the Eldridge knot, the Trinity knot, and the Christenton knot. They are all different types of knots. The more traditional ones are actually the first two I mentioned, the Windsor knot, the half Windsor knot, and the full Windsor knot, and then the 4-in-hand knot. It is amongst probably one of the most common gentlemen's accessories, because these days, of course, we're talking suits, formal or informal. Yes, of course, we can be talking handmade tailored suits, which would historically come from Savile Row in London. Of course, you can get tailor-made suits in Italy as well. They're not necessarily all, as they are known now, prêt-à-porter or ready to wear, and therefore you take them off the hook you buy them and wear them. You still have sartorial, handmade, made-to-measure suits, which of course takes some time to make because they have to take all the various measurements, the inside leg, the outside leg, the waist. The jacket, of course, has to be across the shoulders. They have to take the measurements. It may be a double-breasted, it may be a single-breasted suit, if we're talking suits, gentlemen's suits, traditionally. Also, the jacket has, as I say, it may be single-breasted or double-breasted. At the back, may have one vent or two vents, and then you have the trouser. The trouser over the last probably 30, 35 years has changed in the sense that it is always a trouser. It may be just a cotton or a linen suit, which are obviously lighter suits for the summer or the spring, or a woolen suit. Some years ago, I won't name any of the big companies, but somebody came out with a beautiful again, and this was actually ready to wear, and it was a very fine fiber, and it was a mixture of silk and wool. So yes, expensive, yes, classy, extremely elegant, looked almost a little shiny, but it was a great success and worn by many, although the price was obviously a little inhibitive in the sense that they didn't give it to you as a gift. They made you pay for it, and it was, I can assure you, quite expensive. But anyway, keeping to the point of suits, you also, of course, have many people traditionally with elegant trousers. They will also have a turn-up on their trousers. There are three sizes of turn-up, which can be 1, 2, or 3 centimetre turn-ups, depending again on perhaps the age of the person wearing it, or wearing the trousers, should I say, and different occasions, what shoes they're wearing, if they're wearing more or less formal or informal shoes with that particular suit or with those particular trousers. Because there was a period in the mid-70s here in Italy where people started to wear not a gent's suit as we know it, but maybe a sports jacket or a blazer just with grey flannel trousers or blue flannel trousers, always wool or a mixture of wool, cotton, wool or silk. It was a little less formal than the traditional gentleman's suit worn in the city. Of course, that was obligatory. One had to wear a pinstripe suit. The pinstripe may have been more or less big, but it had to be a pinstripe suit and a very elegant shirt with a stiff collar. And that brings me to, if you like, the end of my story almost, where we are talking other gents' accessories such as, which have rather, how can I put it, gone out of fashion. And we're talking where a shirt has, of course, a double cuff, and therefore you are using cufflinks. People in the old days used also to wear tie pins, which would keep their tie in place, and traditional belts or indeed braces. And I think on that note, we can close by saying au revoir or good evening.